This time of year, temperatures dropping, as we've been talking about, so that means we're going to be spending more time indoors, going to holiday parties. That's the perfect recipe for viruses to spread. So we brought in NBC News medical contributor, Dr. Natalie Azar, to help us stay safe this winter. Dr. Nat, always good to have you.
Good to see you all.
I mean, let's just start big picture here. What's going on right now with flu, COVID, RSV, Norovirus?
Yeah, Norovirus, right? So we have 3 respiratory infections circulating, and of course the Norovirus. Oh my goodness! So
the worst of them
flu
all.
is the worst of them. You know, I always say that. Everything else you can kind of work through.
Yeah.
Norovirus, that'll take out anybody.
Yes.
So flu, we have cases rising around the country. Hot spots right now are Colorado, Louisiana, and right here in New York City. Young adults and children being hit the hardest. COVID cases kind of on the low side throughout the country, but hospital emergency room visits are increasing. RSV emergency room visits are increasing. A lot of cases in the southeast and southern areas. Again, the young kids and older individuals most at risk. And then Norovirus, we've had 15 outbreaks so far this season. The notorious Norovirus.
Yes. I have a question. Whenever my kids are sick, I bring them to the doctor.
Yes.
Well, there's nothing we can give you because it's a virus. You just have to wait it out. So is it important to know which virus you have, whether it's flu
Yes, it is. And so, you know, a lot of times, and we've had this conversation multiple times in the past, how can you tell the difference between all of these things? Think of it this way, like a really bad cold, it's going to be from your neck up, okay? The cold generally doesn't cause all of these more what we call systemic symptoms. The flu, this is the classic, I'm feeling fine, and then I got hit by a truck. Aches and pains and fever along with respiratory symptoms. COVID, some shortness of breath, loss of taste and smell is still associated with COVID. Of course, norovirus is going to be nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, as well as low-grade fever and aches. And RSV, the classic symptom there in people who develop, or, you know, especially kids, is wheezing. So you can have upper respiratory, nasal congestion, that kind of thing, but then it's the wheezing and that difficulty breathing that really characterizes
And you can
RSV.
treat them all differently.
Well, they're treated all differently. RSV, there's no antiviral. Norovirus, there's no antiviral. Flu and COVID both have, you know, Tamiflu and Paxlovid for higher risk individuals.
So let's talk about the flu shot, Dr. Nat. Every year, it's, you know, you're trying to guess, you know, which shot's going to be the most effective. What about this year? And is it too late to get a shot?
Right. So, second part, not too late. I'm going to say that it's not too late to get your flu shot well into February in all likelihood. And the reason for that is that we always anticipate 3 potential strains of flu circulating. Right now, we're seeing that H3N2. We'll talk about that in a second. That's a flu A strain. We often will see a spike of influenza B. So guess what? Even if you get flu early in the season, you can still get another strain later in the season. So so it's not too late to get vaccinated. Yes. The H3N2, it's called subclade K, is a little bit of a mutated strain of the H3N2 that is covered in this year's virus. So what that means is that it's not going to give you as good, the vaccine will not give you as good protection against getting the flu, but it will still protect you from severe illness. We had this conversation a lot during the COVID years about the fact that vaccination may not protect you from getting sick, but there's a different part of the immune system that kicks in after vaccination that prevents you from getting severely ill.
That's what sells it for me.
I know, and that is the case for the flu shot as well.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.